Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. How are you doing this evening? I am Eve with the baby's booty, and I am right here with Andrea Butler. I am so excited. I'm getting so excited until it's crazy. So, I do have something I need to go over, some information before we end the live. So, I'm going to wait and give folks time to come in. While you're on the way in, could you please take a moment to hit that like button if you do enjoy the content over here on the channel? I would greatly appreciate it. And I keep saying something about hyping a video. I don't even know what that is. I have yet to see it. I don't know what that's all about, but I guess if there's a way to hype this video, you can hype this one too. Hype me up. Hey, hype me up. So, anyways, if you're able to do that as well. But I want to say hi to everyone who is here and thank you for taking the time to come and hang out with us this evening. I also like to say hi to the folks in the chat. Now, we have a super cute template that we are going to bling tonight. It is beyond adorbs, right? And so, because it is beyond adorbs, we got to do, I think she said it was 6 layers. I think 6 layers, maybe 7 of colors. Is not a huge template, but there's a lot of colors. So we're going to talk about layering tonight, how to get the right mojo, so to speak, and layering and things to look for to make the layering process easier. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to have us a good time. I want to say hi to Fern. Welcome, Fern. Thank you for being here. Now, okay, I think I can still see that folks are YouTube Hoop Group members, but the chat names are wonky. YouTube has been doing wonky stuff over the past couple of weeks, so I don't know what the deal is. But Crafty Girl, hopefully you are here for the live. Welcome, you and Fern. Thank you both for being members, YouTube Hoop Group members here on the channel. Then we got Miss Sharon Davenport. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member on this channel. Hey, Miss Linda T, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member here on this channel. Oh my gosh, I had to reboot my computer, so I got all kinds of things popping up. Hi, Miss Ethel Smith Ames, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member here on the channel. Kevin, hey Kevin, how are you? Welcome, thank you for being here, and you as well are a YouTube Hoop Group member here, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Um, Hi, Miss Morris. Hi, Miss Elise. Welcome. So crafty. Thank you for being here, for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Sorry, my husband popped in and it kind of threw me off. He just makes my heart flutter all the time. Get crafty with Kelly. Hey, get crafty with Kelly. Welcome. Thank you for being here very much, taking the time out of your schedule to be here. Then we also have, oh my gosh, that is so rude. I just yawned because I'm tired. Oh, y'all, I have been working nonstop. This is a trip, but it's go time. I don't have a choice. So excuse me for yawning. I apologize. Miss Gail Designs, welcome, my love. Thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Y'all, I am worn slap out. Precious piece, and it don't help that my sugar is like sky high right now. I could probably sugar crash, and that's just how that goes. Hey, Miss Precious Pieces, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Knickknack Nurse, welcome. Thank you for being here. Looking forward to seeing you as well. Kingsbury Crafts, welcome. Thank you for being here. I need some candy or something. Just not candy. Ugh, I need something else. I probably don't have no gum. Josette Lovertech, hey honey, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Cheryl Boyd, welcome. And if I get your names wrong because it's the wonky names, I apologize. Hey, Miss Marta, welcome. Baby Giant Services LLC, welcome. Miss 143, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, Danny, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, Mama Vi, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Then we got Monique Johnson, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Shanteshane Brown, big hugs to you. Welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. We got Bobby LeBeau. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Hey, Tracy Murray. Welcome. And then we have Joyce T. Welcome. Dr. A. Inclusion. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Cheryl Green. Welcome. Please get some rest. We don't want you not feeling well. So please definitely get some rest. Geneva Coleman, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube group member. Visionary Creations, thank you for being a YouTube group member. Nicole Holbrook, thank you for being a YouTube group member. And then we've got Making with Marilyn. Thank you, my love, for being here and for being a YouTube group member. And I got stuff popping up again. Are you kidding me? Go away. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's for that. Okay. Well, you team too late. I'm already using it. Let's see. It's one of them nights. Andrea Butler, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sylvia Dinkins, welcome. Thank you for being here and for being a YouTube group member. How, like Andrea said, how is everyone this evening? Hey, Miss Evelyn, welcome. Terry Hunt. Oh my gosh. It's so many you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see who else we have. Suzanne Gogreen, go, welcome. I'm just scrolling. Porgy Town. Oh gosh. So many people. I am going to have to scroll to the bottom. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Big hugs to anyone that I might have missed. I apologize. Here I go again. Oh my gosh. We might have to cut this short tonight. I might have to go crash. Hey Sohini. Let me see. Make sure I thought I saw good evening. And yes, Marchetta, yes, I'm looking forward to meeting everyone who is coming. I am so super excited. So there's just so much. There's so much going on, so much I'm prepping for, so much I'm prepping with, so much that's getting ready. So where are we at? We are there. That's not a bad number. So let's get some things on the table. Even if you're watching a replay, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the replay. So a couple of things getting ready for Blingfest has been quite busy. We're getting templates cut out. I've been cutting templates so much until I can about cut templates in my sleep at this point. Getting everything together. I think there is one person, let me see, that was, I think, let me see, make sure she posted. She was going to post in the Facebook group. There was one person that was looking to sell her ticket to the Blingfest. So if you have a way to attend and would like to attend, I do believe there is someone who had an emergency and would like to sell her ticket. So let me see if that's posted. Okay, sorry. Husband bringing me something because he don't want me yawning either. I'm trying to figure where he get this candy from. I ain't never seen this kitty. Well, you can get this candy from. Now let me put me in silly. But at any rate, so if you, oh, thank you, Addie Green. I appreciate that. Thank you. That candy good. So let us know in the Facebook group. These are, yeah, the names are crazy. I can't. Hey, Delonda, you home? Just having the time of her life. Didn't take me with her. It's a shame. So anyways, I don't see the post, and we were talking about it earlier today because I talked to her and she was saying that oh, I see it. You did make it 2 hours ago. Yay. Spend time with So Good Sunday. Okay. Okay. I'm glad you made it home safely. Okay, so bring. I'm tired. Blingfest is on and popping. We got T minus 5 days and count. That's where I was trying to go with this. All right. If you are coming to Blingfest, you already have your tickets. At this point, there are no way to get a ticket unless you get in touch with this person who says that she's looking to off her ticket because of a family emergency. You will receive an email Tuesday morning giving you the location of the Blingfest and any information you need to get your shuttle from the airport if you're flying in, getting your information about check-in times, check-out times. This year, the tickets come with a breakfast voucher. We didn't do that before. So not only are you getting, yes, Tuesday morning, they're already scheduled. They're already, you don't even have to be like, oh Lord, she's saying Tuesday morning, she ain't gonna get them out. Nope. They've already been typed up. They've already got the email addresses on them. So whatever email address you use to get your ticket, that's the email address that I sent your Blingfest information to. So please be on the lookout for that email Tuesday morning. hello@thebabiesbooty.com. If it is not in your email inbox on Tuesday morning, check your spam. It's already scheduled. I don't have to do anything. I've already sent it technically, but it's going to finish sending on Tuesday morning. Okay. Yeah. There's something wrong with the thing. Sorry, y'all. This candy is melting in my mouth. I ain't never had that kind of candy before. But anyway. So Tuesday morning is when you will get the Blingfest Hotel event location information. Tuesday morning. More specifically, as soon as midnight hits Tuesday, meaning Monday night, midnight, which is technically Tuesday morning, my time, that's when the email will go out. All right. That email is not to be forwarded to anyone else, please. You paid for your ticket. The other person may not have. If they did pay for their ticket and they're like, I don't have the email, send me yours. No, ma'am. Reach out to me and I will get the email resent to you, because the email was sent to the same email address that you used when you bought your ticket. Okay. Is the screen choppy for anyone else? Kristen, my signal might be trash because earlier when I was doing some work online, it kept dropping the signal. So the signal is not good right now. So sorry. I'm going to try not to move around too terribly much. Matter of fact, we're going to switch over to the table. We're going to switch over to the table. My sugar thing is going off. Okay, we're going to switch over to the table and hopefully that will help the camera situation. But I'm going to keep talking about what's going on with the Blingfest and then start blinging this template because it's going to take us a minute to get it done. So again, I appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully, let me know if this view makes a difference. It might not. But hopefully it will, seeing that hopefully it will. Worse? Yikes. You know what? Let me see something. This tab is using, I just saw something. This tab is using something my computer just told me. What's going on here? So that's going on. Nothing's going on here. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is what's wrong. Hold on. Pause. Okay. See if that helped. What is this? Is it still going? Yeah, it is. Hold on. You know what? Let me do something. You feel about asking about what? Are you going to share this template? Yes. All right. Task manager. Let's see if I can stop it from right here. Oh, wrong thing. All right. See if that helped. Let me see if there's another one going on right here. No, I ended that. What is this one? Let's end this one as well. Access is denied. Oh, no, you did not tell me it was denied. Hey, Tuck, how are you? So I had to, sorry, y'all. I had to reboot my computer. And in doing so, it is trying to scan my computer. Let me see, is it still scanning? Yeah, it's still scanning. Startup scan. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Are you live on Facebook? No, I'm not live on Facebook. Doing good. I'm gonna switch something real quick, y'all. Yeah, it's bad. Okay. Of course, my computer wants to be proactive right now. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do. Where is it? No, this is what I need. Stupid name, man. All right, we gonna bling. I need stress relief, apparently. Oh my god. And then it won't let me end it. It's my antivirus thingamabobby. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That when you reboot the computer, it's going to make it do that. So I'm gonna see if I can't get on in my phone. Okay, you can hear. Hey, Stephanie. You can hear even though the video is delayed. Okay. So I am going to we're gonna bling, but I mean you can't see the bling. That's crazy. This is crazy. All right. So how was your day today, right? How was your day today? Because mine is trying to act monkey. Patrice, the dearest, darlingest thing ever to grace the planet in all her precious lowliness and love and just wonderful self, has created a bling template for Blingfest. Um, and it's like as if I didn't already not know what I was going to. I mean, I knew what I was going to wear, but now she done messed all that up because now I'm gonna have to rethink how I'm gonna do this outfit, right? You don't have to. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this, and then I hopefully won't forget to mention that. So look, y'all, it is super cute. I wish I had it all ready together. It says Blingfest, and it's got McQuackins on there, and she did it so dope that the words is cut into McQuackins like as if. Oh, let me turn this off. What? Oh my gosh! I don't know, honey. They're saying that the car door is open. I don't know why. That's crazy to me. Are you getting that alert too? Um, what am I doing? Turning the sound off. That's what it was. So she made it so cool, y'all. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this super cool template. I watched the after thing because I was packing boxes for the Bling Fest for each person, and time got away from me because that's just how busy it was. It was crazy. So that's what I was doing, and I did not get to watch live. Unfortunately, I was kind of bummed out about that. So we're going to go ahead and bling this and make it super cute. Meanwhile, I'm going to touch on a couple of things again about Blingfest so that everybody knows what's what. So as I was mentioning, if you are set to come to Blingfest, you got your ticket and everything, which you should by now. Then you will get an email Tuesday morning with all of the hotel information on it. Okay, it will go out Tuesday morning. And I know there's been a couple of people to reach out, and they're like, we don't have our information. Please send our. Tuesday morning. I am not talking to you, Gemini. Really? I know a lot of people have reached out and like, we don't have the information. Send the information, but I'm assuming that they might not have ever been to Blingfest before. But I don't send out Blingfest information until the week of, and that is what was in the documentation when you bought the ticket. It specifically said in there, and I made sure that it did. Made sure that it said that the information will go out the week of, and it won't go out any sooner than that. So you will get it Tuesday morning. They've already been scheduled, and the check-in, check-out information is in there. Shuttle information, how to get your shuttle is in there. If you're flying into CLT Charlotte Airport, which you should be, because the only other airport is in Concord. That's a good ways away, and it's pricier to fly into that. Unless you coming unless you're coming from Florida. But if you are flying into Charlotte, once you collect your baggage, don't I don't know if y'all are like me. I don't get to fly much, but when I do fly, I keep my family aware of my travels, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting on the plane. Love y'all. Talk to you when I land. Blah blah blah. Soon as that dang on plane's tires hit the runway, I turn my phone off airplane mode, and I'm calling my kids. Not calling them, but texting them, and I'm like, I've landed. Because I want them to know that I've made it and arrived safely, and in case they care, right? So, I know it's tempting to want to call the shuttle as soon as you land. All right. I know it's tempting because you want everything to go, you want everything to flow. And I get that. So the difference here is you do not have to call the shuttle as soon as it lands, because I guarantee you, and I would say any amount of money, but I don't have any amount of money, but I do guarantee you that it's going to take you in Charlotte Douglas Airport, it's going to take you a good 40 minutes to taxi to your gate, to disembark the plane, and get your luggage. So if you try to call for the shuttle prior to getting your luggage, you're doing yourself a disservice, because if this is just like calling an Uber. It's not good to call the Uber until you get your baggage, because you will wind up having them leave you because you weren't ready. You weren't at the passenger pickup area. Okay. So, saying all that to say, call the shuttle once you land and you get your baggage. I promise it won't take long for your Uber. If you like, now I'm saying this actually more than just, flying in for the Blingfest. If you coming into Charlotte, call when you get your baggage. Because in Charlotte, they will leave you. If you're not standing there waiting on them, your Uber, your Lyft, your airport shuttle, for whatever hotel you're in, anytime you come to Charlotte, you better have your bags and be standing there before you call any of them. Because what usually happens is all of the local hotels that have shuttle services, usually they have a shuttle service either already inbound to the airport and they run on a set schedule, or um, Uber is close by, because those that work the airport Uber usually is right nearby. They're waiting on the side of the road not far from the airport, so it will not take them long to get to you. So please be courteous and wait until you get your baggage, before your luggage rather, before calling the shuttle. Okay, so that's one thing. That's one thing. We're gonna not watch due to FOMO, but couldn't stay away. Oh no, don't have FOMO. I mean, you know, it is. We have fun. We have fun. We do have fun, and I have every intention. I have every intention of us having fun at this one. Because of, but that's neither here nor there. What I also intended to say eventually before the end of the show is next year is gonna be lit. So next year is gonna be just as fun. So please don't feel like you're just gonna miss and just be horribly and upset, and it's we'll miss you, but I promise next year is gonna be fun as well. Okay. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Let me put that in there, because everything ain't up to me. So again, oh shoot, what is this? Okay, Daffodil. Because Patrice used Royal Citrine and it was gorgeous. I'm gonna try Daffodil. It's a bright yellow, so we're gonna see. Patrice, thank you, Patrice, for the cute template. I should have put it in the Google Drive. My thought process was to send this to just the folks who are attending Blingfest, but then I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And what if other folks want to do it? But Patrice worked so hard on this, you guys. So what I'll probably do, since I've already sent out the email for hotel information, I'll probably go back down that same list that I just sent out from and send you guys the template. Okay, if you're coming to the Bling Fest this year, I'll send you the template. If you're not coming to the Bling Fest this year, I'll make this available on our site, so that the few dollars that I'll put on there for getting this template, we can send this to Patrice, because she works super hard on this. Because I know for a fact, even though she said it in her live, she didn't even have to say it in her live. A lot of these stones are hand placed, a lot of them, and I don't think it's per se right for her to do all this hard work for free. So I will make sure that Patrice gets any and all payment for getting this template, if you're not coming to Blingfest. Now, if you're coming to Blingfest, then you're getting it, because you'll be there. You get to wear it with us and have a good old time wearing your super cuteness if you want to. Am I gonna cut this out and have templates of this available at Blingfest? That will be a no. So if you want this template to bling out at Blingfest, you need to bring it with you. Because when I tell y'all, I done cut out, it's been template Indiana Jones template of doom around here. Okay, so like I'm about templated out, and I still have more templates to go. The template cutting was so intense, has been so intense, that I had to go old school and pull out my old flock. That's why this is pink. I had to pull out my old flock that don't have a grid on the back, because I didn't want a headache. I didn't want no kind of headache from using some other old flock that I had because I don't want to use up the purple flock, and then can't nobody buy no purple flock because I don't use it up to do Blingfest templates. I'm not going to do that either. So I pulled out the good stuff to make the templates for Blingfest this time. The old school good stuff. So so I'm not using that to make a whole bunch of this template because it's pieces and stuff. Okay, Kristen, have a good night. I'm having issues with static. I'm gonna have to rub. Yeah, and Marchetta, even though the color for the dinner attire is requested to be red, we would really appreciate it if you could wear red. Is it like required and you don't wear red, you ain't gonna be able to sit down and eat? No, that is not the case. It's just that when we take pictures and when we, start sending out pictures and stuff, it just looks so good with everyone wearing the same color. It is the theme for everything, so you'll see a good bit of red when you do come to the Blingfest this year. But it's not the end of the world and just kicked out from the whole thing if you don't wear red. So, but we would love to see you in red if you have it. Oh, which also takes me to Andrea Butler. You were saying you were at the mall today looking for the perfect red. It doesn't have to be perfect red unless you just want it to be the perfect red. It doesn't have to be. We just really want you there. So if you can find one that's close, we would love to see you. Don't stress out. I don't want you stressing anymore. I'm stressing enough for all of us at this point. So we don't need you stressing as well. That's my job. My job is to stress right now, not yours. So just grab you something cute, even if it's, a little simple something. It's not you. We ain't gonna. But I am looking forward to every bit of all of this. We have, like I said, our DJ. We have our menu bin turned in with all of the allergy information that you filled out on the form. If the form was filled out with the allergies, I promise you he has every bit of that. Allergy people, well, and a lot of this is going to be in the documentation that you will get Tuesday morning in your email. But the he has all of the allergen information. Tables will be seated based on entree for the most part because that makes it easier on our servers and we don't want to stress out our servers. So there we go. So I'm looking for scraps. I try to save scraps for little pieces and stuff. I keep all of my tape and most of my flock scraps. What else was I gonna say? We got the DJ, we got the menu, rooms. Your rooms come with breakfast this year. So not only, that's what I was saying earlier, not only are you getting, is that yeah, that's supposed to be there. Not only are you getting dinner like before, you're getting lunch like before, and now you're getting breakfast. So we added that in for you guys this year. So you have breakfast options for when you Saturday morning and then Sunday morning, unless you pay for an extra night. If you pay for an extra night, then you get it Friday morning because you'll be checking in on Thursday after breakfast. Okay, so Sorry, y'all. I've been talking, running my mouth, and he hollered to tell me I ain't rang nobody's, no kind of bells. So, let me go back. Patrice, been a member for 6 months, saying she ready for Blingfest. Yes, honey. Yes. And then, Danny says, I wish I could be at Blingfest. Enjoy, everyone. Remember for 38 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you, Danny. We wish you could be here as well. Fern will arrive Thursday evening. I have a home in Burlington, so I'll be there. Oh, neato. Okay. Neato. So like I said, you'll have the information Tuesday morning. She said she was on a tractor. Oh, Farmer Sheila strikes again, girl. That's good. I like Farmer Sheila. She's cool. She has excellent crops. If you want to know something about crops and growing stuff, holler at Sheila Cushionberry. I'm telling you. Because when I tell you, I will kill everything out there in that garden, not on purpose, but that's just how that would go down. All right, so next we have, I need to really look at the picture of this shirt. Making from Maryland says, please wear clothes. Yes, please wear clothing. Clothing is not optional. You have to wear clothing. This is not that kind of party. Not even the after party is that kind of party. Okay? Just make sure that that's known and out there. Okay, that's what that is. That's that. So we're going to do, okay. Cool. So this is, she did like a brown looking color. So we're going to go with a, and I don't have any of that. So, why is this right here? Is that the right thing? I wonder if I have enough. Let's see if this arm will work. Because I don't have much. See, that's a little itty bitty bit. Kelly, hope you feel better. Hope your headache goes away, my dear. You know how I know about them headaches. Can't do them, girl. So praying for you to get that headache good and gone. Again, I'm going to mention it one more time. And if you are interested, there is someone who has had a family emergency and is not able to make it, she doesn't think. And so if you wanted to get a ticket, she has a full ticket, so it would include the hotel stay. Then reach out to me, email me, first come first serve type situation, and I'll get you in touch with her, because I'm not it's not my ticket, it's hers. So if you're interested in getting a ticket, so there's that. I think I said that already. Said it again. What else? I think that's it. Blue Emerald Creations. Blue Land Creations by Connie. Have a good night, Connie. Oh no. I just dropped the phone down. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, you guys. Here is, oh, there's that. I must have put the wrong color in here. Rogue Stone. That arm is pretty. So I need a piece for this right here. That's not long enough. So, oh Lord, and then I gotta cut tape. There's something else I gotta do. I have not cut tape yet. I think my daughter is gonna help me cut tape tomorrow. We had talked about it, but a lot of that depends on what else I got to get done. Um, and I'm trying to tell y'all a little bit, get your whistles wetted, but at the same time, not tell too much because it's a lot of surprises. I try to make it an experience. So, Mr. McQuackins, will you be considering Mr. McQuackins? Will you be considering Applique Getaway next year? Miss Evelyn, you're smart. You knew who to ask. What'd you say? I think I don't even want to say what I think he said. Text me, my dear. My phone is right here, so I'll get your message. True, he does drive. Right, right. He does drive the vehicle. Okay, this was silver. And I need that sword to flash with the thunder. Because folks need to know that if they get on Sir McQuacken's nerves, he's going to wield his sword in a nice way, of course, not inflict great bodily harm, but nick you just a little bit. But this is such a cute design, y'all. When she showed this shirt, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I missed it. I can believe I missed it, but I was sad that I had missed it because it would have been fun to watch her bling that in real time. Because she worked so hard on this design. I know she did. But like I said, if you are coming to Blingfest, I've already issued out your email with the hotel information. You will receive it Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, I will go back and send this out to those who are going to be in attendance. Everyone else, a little bit later, you'll find just this template, not the SS6, on the website. Well, I could do the SS6 too because it's already done. Hey, Coretta Honey Bunny. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy. Let's see. Is this long enough? This is long enough. Yes. Girl, I love some scraps. You hear me? Love tape scraps. She sure did put her foot, arm, elbow. Like my mom say, put the foot in. Was it my mom? Who? Somebody. I forget who it was. Put your foot in all the way up to the knee. She sure did. She sure. Oh, that was something else I was going to say. Okay, so we also have other templates that will be available at Blingfest. I've designed 2 new templates myself. Then I also have the customary small template that says Blingfest 2025. That's there. And also, that's funny. Also, let's see, what did I say? Small template, design 2 new templates. I also have purchased some additional templates with permission from the owners of the templates to be able to bring you some other templates that are going to be cool and fun to use. What else? Oh, Delonda allowed us to use her template as well. I'm bringing in her in my opinion, the SS6 version. So you'll have some SS6 to bling out if you want to. So that will be there. I'll have family there. I don't think all of the kids are coming this time. but I will have family there visiting. So I'm excited for that. Don't forget, we also have a special singer coming. A good friend of mine. He'll be singing and performing for us during dinner Friday night. Let me put this back. And I need to confirm with him again. I'm one of those people, I know folks will be like, oh my God, if she called me one more time to make sure I look, that's just how I am, because I know how life happens. Oh, you know what? That's not where that lives, is it? Nope, that's not. Labrador lives over here. Um, so I gotta reconfirm with him that he's good. Like I said, the DJ. Then we got a special DJ for the after party, which is super cool. Super, super cool. I'm excited for that. What else we got, y'all? Oh, kind of some bad news. Not really bad news, but some, how do I want to put that? Housekeeping news. So I wasn't sure how long we were going to be able to do the after party. We got to shut down the after party at midnight. I can't go longer than midnight. So for those that thought they were going to party at the after party till 1, 2 in the morning, we're not going to be able to do that. But we will be able to, there's a seating area right near the ballroom that we'll be in. So you'll be able to go there and chill out. If you want to continue to chill out, that's fine. But as far as the room that we'll have Blingfest in, we gotta get up out of Dodge, and we won't be able to stay in there after midnight. So not gonna be able to party too terribly late. But other than that, that was it. That was it. That wasn't tragic news. I was like, oh yeah, I can deal with that. You know, they thought I was gonna be frustrated, but I'm like, nah. I'm gonna be tuckered. I'm sure. A little wired still, but I know I'm gonna be physically exhausted. So, because I usually am after Blingfest, I'm gonna be running, ripping and running, and going here saying, hey, making sure this, going to take care of that, this, that, and the third. So, as I try to be a dutiful hostess, dutiful and beautiful. What? Holler. So, yeah, looking forward to it. So, if you are going to um, consider next year, if you're going to consider next year, we appreciate it. Our goal is to have next year's tentative dates at least by January the 1st, if not sooner, but definitely by January the 1st. Our location, I try to lock down around about the same time that we get our dates, because it's kind of backwards to pick a date and then try and pick a location, in my opinion, because weddings tend to take up locations that are good for Blingfest. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, and then somebody's dream wedding was that weekend too, and now we can't have Blingfest the weekend that I said. So I kind of usually try to pick a range of dates and then start looking for a location, and then once I find the location, then I'll or settle on a location, then we'll confirm the dates and lock them in. And once they're locked in, then I can say, yes, these are the dates, and then put the tickets up. Next year, we'll also be working towards trying to get it where there is. Now, I don't know for sure. I've heard through whispers through the event planning grapevine that there is insurance available that you guys will be able to purchase to or that we can offer for on your behalf, um, event ticket insurance. So if for whatever reason you can't attend, if I understand her correctly, then it'll help you. But it's kind of like regular car insurance. You got your car insurance so that if you're wrecked, right? Well, from what I understand, they do have event insurance. So in the event that you can't make it, then you can get possibly. So one of the things that I saw when I was looking into it, they were like, okay, if it's an overnight stay, then maybe not. So I don't know for sure who is right. So I got to look into it a little bit more. But that's the goal, because I know anything can happen. And I know it can be tough to have to walk away from purchasing a ticket to an event. I'm very, very well aware of that. So we want to see if we can help that not be an issue. If it's available, like I said, I gotta check and see, because from what I was told it is, but then again, it had certain stipulations. I was like, but that doesn't make sense. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. And oh, Karen, yeah, I gotta send you the inventory stuff. I definitely gotta send you the inventory stuff. You might be mad at me when I send you the inventory stuff. You're gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like, my bad, Pam. Sorry. This year we got folks going to the fabric warehouse. So not sure if you're interested in the fabric warehouse, but if you are, they are open Monday through Friday. So Sunday they won't be open. So unfortunately, that's not an option. You would have to arrive during the week in order to go there. But if you do go to the fabric warehouse in what's called Kings Mountain, North Carolina, I've already made arrangements with them on my behalf for you guys, that if you're there, you can just give them my name and you can shop under my account. You just pay for it yourself when it's time to go to the checkout, and you're good. Okay, so we did his sword, we did his pupil thing, not pupil, the eyeball thing. We did his hat and the sword holder and his laces. We did the outline. I did the black here. I did the yellow there. I did his. Did I do his beak? Yes, I did his beak. I don't think I did 2025, and now I got to do Blingfest. Okay. I'm gonna take a look and see where 2025 is. That's where 2025 is. You know what? I can do that. I think while I bling this. What is this? Crimson. That look like that might be enough. Hope it is. So they're weighing crimson out. I need to get a shirt. Actually, I don't have a shirt right here. You know what? Drat. Well, it might still can work. Oh, gotta put the heat press on. All right. Can't never remember which controls is the right one. How long of a drive is it from the hotel to the fabric warehouse? Ooh, that's a good question. Unfortunately, it depends on the time of day. So if you were to go, like, for instance, you're coming in, if you come in Friday morning, so to speak, not necessarily, if you're available to go Friday morning, I would go when they open, because then traffic should not be that bad that early in the morning. Okay. If you try to go after the morning. So say for because okay, in order to get to the fabric warehouse, you have to come through Gastonia, North Carolina area, Gaston County. So you're leaving Mecklenburg County, which is where Charlotte, and you're going through Gaston County to get to Cleveland County, which isn't far. If there was no traffic, you could easily do that drive from the Blingfest location to there in about 35 minutes, maybe 40, right? Traffic, yeah, no, you gonna be yeah. Traffic has been stupid lately. So um lunchtime there's usually a good little bit of traffic, unfortunately. So if you go in the morning and take your time and walk around and all that jazz, if you leave maybe about 1, you should be okay to get back in plenty enough time to get some rest, change your clothes if you need to, and all of that to get to Bling Fest dinner on, in time and without stressing too bad. That's Friday. If you come Thursday, same principle, but at least you don't have to, be concerned with making it to dinner on time or anything like that. Do not try to go to the fabric warehouse after 2 o'clock. Just don't even. I mean, you could try. You could try. As long as you don't mind some traffic, you can go. And it won't be horrible, but it is a challenge. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that in the least little bit, especially if you're not a traffic person. Like Delonda teaches us, no road rage and all that jazz. Well, Delonda, I love you. Cover your ears. Me and traffic don't usually get along, and usually I'm not the nicest person with traffic. Usually. And I'm not necessarily ashamed to admit that. I am, but I'm not. Because unfortunately, we got a lot of folk that just did not pass the driver's ed class in their lifetime, and yet they still choose to drive on public roads for whatever reason. And it just infuriates me. But I try to be good. I try to be good. I love, listening Delonda's messages right, and we should be good. But oof. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some more crimson because I did not have enough. Cute. Ooh, that would have been cute. Okay. Ooh, look at that red. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, no, don't get in a car with me, Miss Evelyn. I promise you. It ain't that good. Miss Gail rode with me. It wasn't that bad, was it, Miss? Well, Miss Gail came in the evening, so it wasn't that bad for her. But yeah, I try not to use my horn, so it ain't that bad. But I do say a lot of things in the car out loud. That 9 times out of 10 they can't hear unless they can read lips. Then that might be a problem. But yeah, it might be a problem. Might. All right. See, I only needed like 12, 13 more. All right, there's that. That's going to be pretty. Oh my gosh. This crimson is going to be gorgeous. All right. Hey, Miss Lillian. How are you? So again, for those who may be coming in a little bit later than everybody, or the ones that have been here, if you're just now coming in, I did mention that if you purchased your Blingfest ticket and everything, your email will go out, and you will receive your email Tuesday morning. Matter of fact, it will be midnight Monday night is when that email is set to be sent to you, and it will come from hello@thebabiesbooty.com. That's where it's going to come from. hello@thebabiesbooty.com. So if that's not a saved email address in your list, then you might not get it. It might go to your spam, but it is going out. The spreadsheet can only Mama Vi, the spreadsheet can only be updated when I give Miss Karen the information. So it should be updated to a certain point, but there are some new colors she may not have because I have not been very good at getting her all of the information. But what happens is once she gets the information and she updates it on her end, it automatically updates your spreadsheets. Sandra Savoy, I don't know if you're caught up with us or not. And I don't know if it's still blurry right now or not, but I was having computer issues and it was causing my computer to lag. I'm not computer issues, software issues. My antivirus software I rebooted my computer before going live. Used to be I would do that so that we would not have issues while streaming. Well, it caused issues because I forgot about my antivirus software and it wound up running in the background to update my antivirus protection. So, and it's making my computer lag, which makes the camera fuzzy. So I apologize. If you're caught up with us, if you're at the beginning, then yeah, it's gonna be fuzzy for a minute. Has it cleared up, y'all? You're okay, yeah, and that's my bad. The spreadsheet is behind because of me. I haven't sent the updated information. So Mama Vi, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that again. That's another one that I'll work on tonight. Let's see. This was Black Diamond. That was, and then that was, and then we did that color, and then we did the silver. So I'm gonna do Labrador right here. I'm gonna do Labrador. I was gonna do. I didn't even tell y'all what colors. No, it's still not clear. Yeah, sorry y'all. That's a. I won't be doing that anymore. Hopefully I won't forget. I'm gonna put a note up not to reboot before the show anymore. And it's irritating to me because it won't let me cancel it. Even going into my back door and task manager and telling it to cancel to end the task, it won't let me. It's saying access is forbidden because they have rights. And their right is to keep my computer protected whether I want them to or not, apparently. So that's fun. So sorry. Sorry about that. All right. That's going to fit barely, but it looks like it'll work. This, Lillian, was created by Patrice with Craftable Things. She did an awesome, spectacular job on this design. And so if you are coming to Blingfest, it will be sent to you via email. If you're not coming to Blingfest, this will be listed on the website. And everyone else can purchase it that way. Cute. Okay. And yes, it does have the red on it for the Blingfest colors. So let me see if I have. Is this a shirt? Oh, I can put this. Well, should I do this? I'll do it anyway. Only because I have a plethora of them. So I have The super cute tank. Even though technically it needs to be on a t-shirt, not a tank. Hold on. Oh, let me find us a shirt. Shirt. Where are you? So, no worries. We gonna go with a red shirt. No, we gonna go with a red shirt. Why not? Because I have red shirts that we'll be using at Blingfest, which I wasn't gonna tell y'all that, but running out of black shirts has spoiled that particular surprise. All right, and so I'm going to pre-press. Now, in times past, the whenever you apply heat to red fabric, a lot of times it will discolor sometimes the fibers of the red and make it appear lighter. Sorry, darker. If it does, don't worry about it. Once it cools down, it'll go back to the right color. Just like this did. I figured it would. So if you're new to this type thing, see how it put the dark red square, which is the imprint of the heat press on there. As soon as this shirt cools off, it'll go back to the same color that it's supposed to be. All right, so let's put this up, put this down, and turn it all around. Do the hokey pokey. Oh, I said it backwards. Okay. All right, so here is like a nice cherry red shirt, right? And what we want to do is when you're working with layers, especially a lot of layers, and the layers are like in this instance, there's a small piece here, there's a small piece here, and I'm gonna go over these colors as I press them. There's partial piece here. So when you're dealing with a lot of different pieces to a template, you want the best way to make sure that your design is going to lay the way you want it, be centered the way you want it, and placed the way you want it, right? So the biggest part of this template, as you see, is this part, the black, and the outline of the word Blingfest. So we're going to start there, okay? We're going to start there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put McQuackins on the shirts, or McQuackins. And then the words Blingfest is embedded in him, right? And so because this is embedded in him, I'm going to kind of lay this on top of this without taking the backing off and arrange it on the shirt where I want it to be. So as I said last week, across the armpits is the center chest. And this is not a very tall design. So I'm going to put more of the word Blingfest about center chest area, but so that means the duck is going to be up a good bit. Okay. So let me take a look at this, make sure. No, that's what I thought. So this goes right in there. Okay. So his bum hangs down a little bit more because he's got junk in his trunk. So this comes down just a little bit. So we're going to put him like that. And then, no, I said Blingfest. Okay, so that's about where I'm going to put it. Let me make sure he's centered. All right, and this is an extra large, by the way. Nope, we're going to have to bring him over. Boop, boop, boop. A lot better. Okay, so this is where that's going to go. So I'm going to move this for right now because I know where he's going. And I just need to make sure that this is not crooked. And the best way for me to do that is to take it off of that, because when you cut the tape crooked, it can mess with your eye and make the whole thing look crooked. So I'm going to hold this up, and it is crooked. So let's fix that. Can't have crooked Blingfest design. Yeah, he does have a lot of booty. He's got junk in his trunk. Yes, him does. This was such a dope design. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's so cute. Oh, it's a little bit more up. A little bit more. Just a little itty bitty bit. Okay. I think that's it. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit more. I think that's it. I think that's gonna be it. I think we got it. We got it. Holler. Okay, so this is, so I did the outline, which I'm glad I did get the red because this is gonna be real cute. I ain't gonna lie. But this is corn silk. So icy corn silk is what the outline is. So let's press this first. And then we will put Sir McQuackins on there. Uh-oh, hold on. I put the tape and made a wrinkle under the tape, and I don't want to press wrinkles in the shirt. Miss Gail, that's what I totally get what you're saying. Layers can look complicated, but this one really isn't. It's just we've got a lot of colors, but once it's done, it'll be worth it. So that's one of those situations like I was listening to Sean with Go Savvy Designs tonight, and they were doing some paper piecing with their quilting, and I'm trying my best to get into quilting. And some of the quilting that she was showing tonight looked like it probably was complicated. And she was like, nope, it's easy. You don't have to worry about it, blah, blah. But to me, who has never done quilting, it looked intimidating. But the more you practice with layering, the easier it becomes. It really does become easy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put the inside of the words in there. I was gonna do him, but I want to kind of get this situated, and then we'll fill in the words, because that'll also help show where things should line up too. So we have the outline. This is the most solid thing. There's nothing missing except the inside, right? So now let's put the letters in place, right? And so what that's going to do is it is going to show us where other things should live. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to you. So see how, which is going to be a little difficult because the shirt is the crimson. right? Straight on, it's hard to see the crimp. Look at that. Ah, that's so pretty. But anyway, and I know it's blurry a little bit, so hopefully this part will at least eventually come in clear. But you see how the letter B, the total letter F, and then the letter E, there's stones missing from it. So because of that, that's going to help me line up Sir McQuackins and get him in the right place and make sure he's lined up the way he's supposed to be. And I'll show you what I mean here in a moment. I'll go ahead and press this. So it can seem complicated because there's a lot of layers, but it really is just a matter of, just like when you put a puzzle together, what do most people do when they're putting a puzzle together? If you still do jigsaw puzzles, or what do I do anyways, to make it easier to put the puzzle together, I don't start in the middle. I start on that outer edge, the biggest part, which is the blueprint for the rest of the puzzle. And it makes it easier for you to see where other pieces need to go, right? Likewise with doing the layers, with a lot of layers and a lot of intricate pieces, you start with the biggest layer. And if you start with the biggest layer, that'll help you with the blueprint of everything else. It really does. And it'll give you what you need to get your design put in place. So now you see the E, the F, and the B. This is where McQuackins is going to lay in place. So see how, because of how this letter is, you see how the line goes right there, and you see how it's straight. So we know we're going to line this up right alongside there. And that allows the F to fit like it's supposed to. See how your letters fit? It's a puzzle. That's pretty much all it is. And see how your stones for your B come in. See how that is nestled just in place where the outline for his beak is going to be. And there you got your duck where he needs to be. You gotta follow the puzzle pieces to get it laid where it's supposed to be, and then you'll be able to do the layering without any issues. Usually, unless it's a design I made. I never forget I made a design one time and I was trying to be all intricate like Patrice, right? And I made that daggone design. And when I tell you I couldn't even put my own design together, I was like, you know what? This ain't the route for me. I can't do intricate. I'll do everything else. I'll do into it, but not intricate. Okay. So we'll bling everything else but the intricate stuff. All right. So there's that. The simpler for me, the better. But Patrice is so good at doing her designs. It's not hard to follow where to put stuff. It really isn't. All right. So here is the obsidian. Lord. Obsidian acting up. You hear me? Did I do that wrong? I don't know. That don't look right. There we go. That's where I had it just a minute ago. Okay, well, whatever. All right. Now, so right in here, you see there's still some stones missing. There's still stones missing right in here. And see, it looks kind of zigzaggy. See the zigzaggy part? Right in here. See, guys, like, zoop, zoop. See, you can see it better now. See, it's going to zoop, 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 zoop. So what part of McQuackins does that? That's his laces on his little pirate's jacket. So we're going to do that part. And we're going to use that little racetrack to match this up, which will help line also this up and the line in his hat. So like I said, you see how you just follow the puzzle pieces and then you can easily bling your layers. Okay. And sometimes that means picking the tape up, moving it a little bit more, making sure, because Oh, you know what? There's also a caveat. Let me give you the caveat. Hold on. Let me get this lined up. And I'll give you a caveat. One that's not necessarily my favorite. But I like to let you guys know so that you'll know what to look out for. Okay, that laid in place. And that did not. Hold on. Something you have to keep in mind when you are putting layers together. So like that really should be right in there like that. So what will happen sometimes, what will happen is, which can discourage folks if they're not careful. What can happen is, especially with those Bella Canvas type shirts, the thin, soft shirts, what can happen is you heat press the shirt. And then when you go to peel your tape, especially if you don't peel the tape while it's hot, you see how I've been cooling it off before peeling it? This is more of a heavy duty shirt, so I can do that and it not be that big of an issue. But if you cool off your tape or let your tape cool before peeling it off to get the stones off, it can stretch the fibers of the shirt. And if it stretches the fiber of the shirt, especially those thin, super thin, you know, that everybody loves, well, not everybody, I don't love them, but those thin t-shirts that folks like, well, what can happen is it will stretch the fibers of the shirt. And if the shirt is stretched, then when you go to uh, lay your next template pieces, the shirt is stretched, so your template won't line up correctly. So that's the reason why we encourage you to go ahead and get that tape off while it's hot. Okay, but I don't when I'm doing this with y'all because, you know, like I said, this is a heavy duty shirt, so it doesn't stretch as bad, and that allows us to do the peel reveal. So here's the peel reveal. It's also not good for me to do this because what I'm doing is putting this hot shirt on my cutting mat down here, and it's going to warp it if I'm not careful. That's the other reason why I try to cool it off. Okay, so this is where we are so far. So see the laces in the letter F is now filled in. So we still got some stuff right here in the letter E that we got to put in there. We got to get his beak in there. So we still got a couple of more things to do, okay? So let's move to the next layer, which I'm going to do his yellow skin because we can't have a rubber duck without the yellow rubber skin. All right. And so again, we're following the shapes, following the shape of the shirt. And then there's also some right in here. So if this is lined up properly and this is lined up properly, then this will line up properly. Okay. As long as the shirt isn't stretched. So sometimes you got to kind of like play with it, pick it up, put it down, move it, you know, to try and make sure that everything lines up just so, because if it's done, especially a Patrice design, if you take your time and line this thing up right, all stones will nest in place the way they're supposed to. You don't have no overlapping stones like that stone laying on top of it. Yeah, no, you're not going to have that. Look at how good that, oh my God. See, this is just, she is such a sweetheart. I've been trying all week not to get emotional over stuff, but that was really sweet to make that for the Blingfest. All right, so we have, looks like 2 more pieces left. We have his beak, and nope, 3 pieces left. We have his sword, we have his eye, and then we have the beak, and then we have 2025 to put on there. Now the good thing is, because these are small pieces, I might be able to press a couple of them at a time. Good night, Mama Val. Good night, sweetheart. Well, It's time to go. All right. So there's Sir McQuackins right there. All right. Now, so here's the silver for his sword. Let's see what we can't get away with. All right. So it looks like if I did that, I might not be able to do his beak. And if I do his eye, I definitely can't do his beak. And then there's a part to his sword I won't be able to do. So I'm going to do his eye first. And then once I do his eye, then I might be able to let me not do the eye first. Let me see if I can't go ahead and split this up. Sometimes when I'm doing stuff, what I'll do is I will cut things apart. Let's see, now his beak. But what I can do is this. All right. So I can do it. Let me show you what I mean. So I put his sword right here. And then there's that part right there. But I don't know. You probably can't see it. So let me lift it up again. So here's his sword right here. And there's another silver part right here for more detail with his design, right? But look, can you see the tape? See how the tape is over the top of his mouth right there? So if I lay the orange down for his beak, then the stones for this part where the tape is overlapping this, then the stones will be laying on the tape if I tried to press them both at the same time, and then it won't work, but it will work because what I'm going to do is this. I don't have anything else in this area at all for that I need to do stones. So in order to do two at a time, I can do one of two things. I can cut this right here and just have his sword separate from this silver part and cut this right here and just take this middle part out, or trim around this, or I'm just going to lift it up. I'm just going to lift it up and I'm going to layer the beak. See, his sword is way over here, so I don't have to worry about that. And the tape for the beak is small, so I can layer this right here. Let me peel that back. Whoops. I can layer his beak. Just like so. Boop. Super cute, right? Right? All right, and so his sword is still there. There's no rhinestones right here under this tape. So I don't have to worry about no stones on top of the beaks tape. And then these stones over here are not under this tape. So I'm good. That allows me to press two different things at one time. So let's press this. Oh, that's so cute. It is so cute. Okay. Oh, you know what else I could have done? I could have put the 2025 on there too. But I didn't. Oh, yeah, Vanessa Parnell. They will shrink. They will stretch. And then so what I do is if I use one of those super soft shirts, because sometimes even peeling it hot, those soft shirts, even peeling them hot, they'll stretch. So what I tend to do is I just let it cool down. I'll let the shirt cool all the way down. I'll peel the tape, let it stretch out of place, and then I'll start fanning the shirt, kind of similar to this. Just fan it, let it cool all the way down. usually before putting down my next layer of stones, usually it'll shrink back into place. Usually. So that's usually what I do. All right, so there's his sword. There's his beak. So we're good with that. And now we can put his eye. Hey, Rhonda Porter. How are you? Can't wait to see you. So there's his eye. There's his part to his sword. And then way over here, far away from the stones and not over the top of any of the tape, we can put our 2025. Just like so. This is beyond adorbs. Okay. This is adorbs. I hate, now I'm looking at this. I wish I had done 25 in, you know what? I'm gonna do 25 in or should I? Nah, I'm gonna leave it just like this. Too late. I already done it. But the 25 would have been more visible had I done it in the icy corn silk. And I think it still would have been real cute, but it's okay. Because the red goes with the theme, so I don't know. Maybe not. All right, y'all. So did the video clear up any? Let me look and see if this stupid program is still running. Well, the stupid program ain't running. So did the video clear up some? Not the Columbia House days. Hilarious. No. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's switch cameras and see if that helps. It might not. I am so sorry. Maybe that's the Lord telling me go ahead and log off early. What time is it? 10:30. Oh, it ain't too early. All right, y'all ready? Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Is that clear any? Did that clear any? To come back to this camera? No? So you're not going to be able to see the duck good. Okay. I need y'all to see this duck. Hold on. No, that ain't what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. I meant to do it earlier, but I did not. There we go. All right, so that's my phone. And this looks a little blurry to me too. Hold up. Yeah, that looks blurry. Is that better? Okay, he said it's better. Hopefully it'll show the duck better, but isn't him cute? I'm so stinking cute. I'm just so cute. Okay, so because it's crimson on this red, the crimson straight on kind of disappears, or as my daughter used to say, it disappeared. But you know, from an angle, you can see it's darker than the shirt. But she did an amazing job. I would cut the light off, but I don't want to make the camera worse. She did an amazing job. I know. Thank you, NBA Creative Design. Right. It's so cute. Because the other Blingfest duck that I have, he's a good bit bigger than this, if I'm remembering correctly. He's a good bit bigger than this. Because we do have a McQuacken's duck. I think it's for sale on the website. Something to brag. Hey SJ. Hey SJ. I was just telling the husband. I said I can't wait to see SJ. And hug on her and pop. Look at that. Look at that glisten. So cute. All right. That's enough of that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know Paula Sellers, right? Patrice, what Usher say? I know I'm not doing my fingers right, but anyway, that is so cute. That is so stinking cute. That is so cute. I want it in all the colors. And you know what's super cool? I'm gonna tell you the other cool thing about this that you probably didn't think about. She kind of did, but the way she mentioned it is not the way I'm getting ready to say. So Patrice said, you can do this and leave off the 2025 for next year, right? Or just not put the 2025 on there, and then you'll have a shirt to wear whenever, it doesn't matter. But all we got to do is put the 26 at the bottom, y'all. Holler. Right? 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 Right. So it would be cute, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. To do Blingfest, like that's gonna say 2025. Don't play with me. I'll put 2026, 2027, 20, everyone after that all over the shirt. Or just redo it and put a 6 down there or something. I don't know, but I love it. I love it. I love it so much. It's ridiculous. I love it so much. So might wear it to the after party. I might wear it to the after party. If you are coming to the Bling Fest, your email will go out and you will receive your email Tuesday morning. It is already set to go out. Okay. So the email that you will get Tuesday morning will give you all of the hotel destination information, how to get your shuttle service. Please, for the love of everything that's holy, Charlotte, North Carolina does not play. They will leave you if you call for the shuttle and you don't have your luggage yet. So wait until you get your luggage off the little roundabout thingy, and then call for your shuttle service. Okay. Now, even if you're not coming to Bling, if you come to Charlotte any other time, treat Charlotte the same way because these folks will leave you. Okay. So as soon as you get your luggage, I promise they're not going to be far in order to come and get you, because that's just this shuttle service is 24 hours. So even if they ain't coming to get you, they coming to get somebody else. So it's like, you know, you'll be good if you wait. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. I have kits for everyone. We're cutting templates out for everyone. This template I will not be cutting out to bring. So if you want this template to bling and you're with the Bling Fest, I'm going to email this to those that are already got their tickets for Bling Fest. I'm going to do that first, right? Because y'all know I got to get that done first. Then for everybody else, I'll put it on the website. You can buy it for everybody else. Okay. And then I'm not going to bring this template to Blingfest. So if you want to bling this at Blingfest, then cut it out and bring it. That's fine. I don't have any issue with that. We do have quite a few cool templates, new templates that I have not had at Blingfest before. Delonda was awesome and donated her, in my opinion, template, which is super sweet. We've also bought a couple other templates. We bought some from Greg. So we got a couple of templates from a bunch of different, not a bunch, but a couple other places that we'll be bringing templates. They're already cut. You don't have to bring brushes. You don't have to bring scoops. You don't have to bring pens. Shouldn't have to bring pens. I got to remember to pack them. I haven't packed those yet. You shouldn't have to bring anything but your beautiful self. Your beautiful self. That's all we need. Check-in is at 3 p.m. If you requested early check-in, I did let the staff know at the hotel. They can't guarantee it though. So, that's how that is. I don't care what hotel you go to. You can't, even as a member of certain hotel chains, and I request early check-in as a member, sometimes they still they can't guarantee it. So there's that. Checkout is at 11 a.m. So make sure of that. You do get breakfast if you have a dinner voucher, and if you have a room, you have a breakfast ticket. Put it that way. We made sure if you have a room, you will get a breakfast ticket. And I think that's it. Am I forgetting something, sir? I can't change anything. I don't have anything extra either, y'all. It's everything. The ticket sold out, so I don't have extra. Like, sometimes you'll come, like I've had a couple of times there, somebody will come and they'll say, "Oh, this is a large shirt." I said a large, but I want to do a extra large. I don't have extra stuff. I don't have extra stuff. So what we got is what we got. If you wanted to bring some extra things to bling out, you can. So don't ever, I'm not opposed to that. As long as it works on the heat press, the H2 runt, you can bring it. I will have the hat presses there. So if you have a hat or something like that that you want to press, you can have that. The photographer will be there. Well, I gotta reconfirm with everybody this week. I don't play them games, so I'm gonna call, reconfirm with my photographer, reconfirm with the our entertainment, the singer, Mr. Shuford, and then I gotta confirm with our DJ. No, I don't have to confirm with the DJ because I just talked to him last week, so he's good. I think that's it. The after party is gonna have to end at midnight. So Cinderella style. We're gonna have to do the after party Cinderella style. Sorry. I just found that out last week. But it's our first after party, so we'll see how it goes. If it's good enough, then who knows? Maybe I'll be able to rent the room another night next year or something. Who knows? But for right now, it ends at midnight. And trying to think, does anyone have any questions? Actually, let's do that. Do you have any questions? Any questions? We're leaving tomorrow, so I won't be able to cut it out either. Visiting family before Blingfest. Somebody else might cut it out, Renee, and bring it with them. But I still have quite a few templates I got left to cut out. So that's the only reason why I'm saying I know I can't cut this out. I might bring mine. I might bring mine. That would just be one though. But I don't have time to cut anymore to bring them. I just don't. I've been going to bed late. I want your shirt. Need to know where to get one. Would love to bling it. My shirt? What, this shirt? This one or this one? The pink or the red? Can they hold luggage until room is ready if you're coming in Thursday? Can they hold luggage until room is ready? The pink came from Belt. Pink came from Belt. The pink came from Belt. Can who hold the luggage, Andrea? So like they have a place where you can sit off to the side and wait on your room and stuff. They have a really nice sitting area in there. If I cut it out, I'll bring mine. Okay. Paula, yeah, we're pumped to have you here. This is a crown and ivy. This is a crown and ivy from Belt. And yeah, some bling on this would be gorgeous. It would be gorgeous. It really would. I love crown and ivy, and I like I forget the name of the other one. Most hotels will hold luggage. Okay, I don't know how that works. I don't travel, y'all. I'm an uncultured swine, so I don't know that. But if they'll hold the luggage, I can, I would ask them. I would ask them. I don't know anything about that. Concierge. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's kind of thin though. It's a little thin, so that's why I got an undershirt on. That's why I wasn't too concerned about taking the shirt off on camera because I had the undershirt on. It's a little thin, but it's perfect for like spring and fall. Perfect and super pretty. So, do you have any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Did you decide if our plus one can come to the after party on their day? If they bought a dinner ticket, yes, they can come to the after party. Yes, if they have a dinner ticket. So, if they have a dinner ticket, yes, that is fine. What is my temperature up here? Let me see what the temperature is going to be, Evelyn, because Miss Evelyn, because I know they were saying today we had rain today because it was going to cool down some. So let me see what the weather is going to be. Don't say that. What did I say? I'm forever saying something though. I do say stuff that my husband is like, you need to stop saying. Actually, more than him said that you need to stop saying stuff about yourself. But it's habit. Weather for the week. Charlotte, North Carolina. So it is saying, so today we had rain, but it's saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is all 70s. Actually low 70s. So Monday is 71 with a low of 46. So overnight it's going to be chilly. Overnight is going to be chilly. So it's gonna be in the 40s, mid 40s. Well, chilly for us, I don't know. Up north, y'all might be like, that's a heat wave. I don't know. But it's gonna be mid 40s, no rain. But it does show cloudy, so you can never but 70 Tuesday. So the days that for Blingfest are 71 on Friday, 70 on Saturday, and Sunday is 69. Yeah, it is a little bit cooler than the last couple of years, yes. But it looks like it's going to be beautiful though. My fear is always usually rain, because the photographer likes to do the evening pictures. She said the lighting in the evening in Charlotte is beautiful. So it's a little cloudy though, so I don't know how well it's going to work. But yeah, so it shows cloudy, but no rain for Friday or Saturday. You can't get no lower than 76. I can't help you on that. Thursday is going to be 72 and fully sunny, completely sunny. So if you're coming in early and going to the fabric warehouse, it's going to be nice and sunny. So that was a good question. So definitely bring a jacket. But again, most everything that we're doing, unless the photographer chooses to do on the inside this year, most everything that we're doing is going to be inside. So it's just going to be, like I'm not saying go out and stuff like that. So yeah. Marilyn says she'll bring her cutout template. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Marilyn. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Definitely making a goal to work towards the Vacation and Blingfest 2020. Please do. We would love to have you. We would love to have you. Vanessa, definitely we would love to have you as well. So yeah, we will have photos and videos. Cloudy makes for okay, that's good to know. We will have photos and videos, not videos. We'll have photos, but if people want to take pictures and post them, I have no issues with folks taking pictures and posting them. Videos, I don't have any issues with that either. I do tend to ask until after Blingfest that we're not talking about the location, but the pictures, I don't have any issues with it. You can show all the pictures you want. So yeah. But other than that, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm always so cold because I keep it real. Okay, no worries. Any special places to see? If you're leaving Monday and you like quilting, want to quilt, if you like fabric, the fabric warehouse definitely is a plus. Um, the thing is making sure transportation is gonna be a thing. Other than that, y'all, Charlotte is there's Camp North End, which isn't very far. Um, I think Carowinds is still open, but I mean, I think most of us in here are beyond theme parks at this point. Well, regular, normal theme parks. Disney is a little bit different. Um, so I don't know what else I'm having to do that since I don't have a sale. Get you email. I don't. Sipping crabs, you don't need a parking pass. If you have a room, you have free parking. Our parking, we covered breakfast for y'all this year. Normally that's not covered for y'all, but we are giving y'all parking. So that was a part of our negotiated contract. You do have okay, good. So your parking is covered. If you have a room, your parking is covered. Parking, breakfast are the perks that came with the hotel's stay this year. The fabric warehouse, it is Faust Textiles. Faust Textiles. And I'll put it in the chat so that you'll have it. And like I said, unfortunately, Gaston County traffic is ignorant. Okay. And that's the nicest word I can use. So anytime after 2 p.m., it seemed used to be you could go all the way to 3:30 and not have traffic coming from Charlotte. But from what I understand, I-40, which heads towards Tennessee, had some issues again because at first it washed out with the floods from Helene, but they fixed it. And then not that long ago, there was another flood that kind of damaged the highway again. So I don't know that they've reopened that yet or not, but it doesn't seem like it has because the traffic has been a nightmare. So from 2 p.m. ish, I wouldn't head towards the fabric warehouse. I just unless you're okay with traffic and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not like it'll probably add maybe 20 more minutes to your drive. So thank you, Sheila, for posting the link. And like I said, if you're welcome, Marshetta. If you are going to Faust, you can let them know when you go to check out that your account is the baby's booty. And you can check out under my account unless you make your own account. You can make your own, but you need a business resale thingamabobby. But you can check out with my account. Yes, you can order from the warehouse. Yes, you can. hmm I haven't ever done that. I found the pink shirt. How is the sizing? It's loose. It's kind of like I don't want to say baggy, but it's a very loose fit. It's not tight. Mhm. Yep. Miss Joyce, I don't know how to hype a video. I need to figure that out because I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't even know. Somebody said something, Delonta said something about hyping a video, and I was like, how do you hype a video? I ain't seen it. So I don't know. We don't have alcohol. So for those who are new, no alcohol is served. Like I'm not trying to open that can of worms. Um, I think they have alcohol on the premises. I would kindly ask that you don't get towed up at the Blingfest. I would really not feel comfortable having to ask an inebriated person to leave the premises because of being inebriated. Okay, so please let's not do alcohol. And I really don't need y'all doing alcohol this year. Not this year. We got something going on, and I don't need the alcohol there. UK shows after the live is in. Oh, okay. They're running a list of sites that are hyped. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know how to get my credentials to order from the warehouse. Anyone in Iowa have any help? The state site is hard to figure out. Oh, how to get your credentials? Reach out to your God. Uh I know it just is plain because they bother me all the time. Mm, mm, mm. State registered. No, what is the name? What is the name of that part of the government, y'all? It's the state, though. It's the state. Lights on the buildings downtown Charlotte. Yes, tax collectors. It is tax collector, but it's called something else. Department of Revenue. Thank you, Maryland. Go to your local Department of Revenue. Put in your business information. But you said Iowa. I don't know how advanced Iowa's digital system is, but some um, states, their digital system is pretty advanced, and you can request copies of your reseller certificate because they know that we need that to provide to other companies. So there should be a worst case scenario, there should be somewhere where you can look up your business name and it will show that you do have a because for instance, if I which I don't know how to do it. I need to look into it. But I if I did reseller certificates for people who buy wholesale, I would be able to go to that person's local state Department of Revenue, look up their business name, and then looking up their business name, I should see their actual certificate number and can cross-reference it. Be like, oh, they sent it to me. This is that, so that's what it is. But most instances, people just take your word for it that you got to print out. They'll do that. Mississippi is under the Secretary of State. That as well. Yes, Secretary of State. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keisha, drive safely, my love. I always okay. So you should be able to do it. Hey, Keisha Elliott, welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, it is neat to have an account. Because when they supply fabric to Hobby Lobby, used to be Walmart. I don't think they do Walmart anymore at this location. Some quilt shops, they supply fabric to, like when you buy from Faust Textiles. Okay, let me talk to Faust. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. I know it's late, but I got to tell y'all this, and I keep looking at the wrong camera. Sorry. Real, hopefully quick. Faust Textiles is amazing. Okay. Number one, off gate, they supply fabric stores. So when you go to Faust Textiles, you're buying by the bolt. You're buying by the bolt. It's not like Joann, because they supply Joann's. So it's not like you're going in like you do at Joann's and saying, oh, that's a bolt of batting. I want, give me 5 yards off of that bolt of batting. No, like, oh, that's a bolt of batting. Okay, I'm taking the whole bolt. That's how you buy at Faust Textiles in most instances. Okay, like normal, that's how you buy. But the secret to Faust Textiles is, and hopefully I won't forget. I did see somebody asking about places to eat. But the secret to Faust Textiles is in going in person. The secret is going in person. When you go in person, sorry, that was a great big wind gust. So hopefully I won't lose signal or anything. But when you go in person, they have flat folds. Okay. So flat folds is this. This is a flat fold. This was a flat fold. So they have tables of flat folds in there. There's a couple of really cool features of Faust Textiles, right? One of the cool features is the flat fold section. So they have a couple of flat fold sections. Out on the main floor, they have a flat fold section of fabrics, and you see they'll have a price tag on it. And it tells you how many yards is in that flat fold and how much it is a yard. So this was a 3-yard flat fold of fabric, and it was $5.15 a yard. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So this was on the inside part of the main part of the warehouse. Down a whole section, you'll see they will have some areas of flat fold. Okay, it's not every fabric that they have in there, but whenever they do have some like remnant or something, I don't know why they come up with flat fold like this, but um you can get the flat fold, right? But there's a whole nother section to this warehouse. And I holler this every chance I get because it just floored me. My gas were flabbered. Okay. My gas were flabbered. So when you go into that back part of the warehouse, there's the main part, and then there's a doorway to a whole nother section of warehouse in the back. When you go in the back, there are long tables of flat folds like this. And these flat folds, as you see, they don't have a price on it. You don't know how many yards is in it, but it's a flat fold of fabric. Those are by the pound. Those fabric flat folds are by the pound. So this is by the pound. I forget what by the pound is, what the measurement is. I did it in the video and I said what it was in the video. But it's not pricey at all. And it's by the pound, right? They also have, and now that I'm getting into quilting, I can see why this would be exciting. They also have great big cardboard bins that are filled with fabric squares. And when I say filled with fabric squares, they're filled with random fabric squares, all kinds of fabric, all colors, but they're all cut in what looks to me to be like a 6x6 square. It might be a little bit bigger than that. It might be an 8x8 square, but it's bin full of squares. And I'm talking about 2, 3 bins full of fabric squares. So the way they will do it is if you buy a certain amount of fabric, you can get a great big, not bigger than, it looks like a Walmart shopping bag, but it's bigger. You get a shopping bag to take back there and you can fill that bag up with however many fabric, however much of them fabric squares you can fit in that bag, and you get to take that with your order. Okay. That's cool part number 2. Cool part number 3 to Faust Textiles is even deeper further back in that part of the warehouse where unfortunately when I went back there, I lost my full mind. I really did. And it was just I couldn't take the excitement. I couldn't take the pressure of being back there. So what's back further is they have rolls of fabric, but they also have the same kind of cardboard, big old cardboard bins, like big, huge cardboard bins with the squares of fabric are over there. But in that main section, they have big cardboard bins full of, I don't know the measurements of fabric and stuff. I want to say the roll size fabric flat folds, huge flat folds, like of big fabric, not this kind of fabric, not this size fabric. I think this is, I want to say what, 40 something inches wide. No, that fabric is big fabric. And they also have leather scraps back there, like real leather. Like, oh my God, I love to smell that particular bin. Leather scraps. They also have bins of satin. Like, and I'm not talking, but that's not flat folded because you know who can flat fold satin? That don't even sound right. Big, huge, long not rolls, but long pieces of all color satins. So like if you wanted to make a prom skirt or something, all you got to do is go to, and it's all by the pound. It is all by the pound. They also have flat folds of upholstery fabric over in that section in them big cardboard bins. But I'm just saying, when you go back there, everything back there for the most part is by the pound. It's by the pound. Now there's a couple of gondolas or racks that have, let me see, did I buy? I'm pretty sure I bought one. Yeah. So there's a couple of racks back there. Like this was on one of those racks back there. This is like a polka dot. Let me see. Yeah. It's a purple polka dot fabric. This is not flat fold. This is still on the boat, but it was orange tag, so it was on clearance, so to speak. So instead of this being $9.99 a yard, this was $2.45 a yard, and it's a full boat thing. So this is 8 yards, and it was $2.45 a yard clearance price. That was back in that section. So in one area, there is a area of shelving with bolts like this still wrapped in plastic, but they'll have a special price on the end. But that back warehouse part, if you ain't careful, I'm just saying, I don't have the best of self-control. I don't have the best of self-control, especially when it comes to clearance. So I tend to try to avoid that section of the fabric warehouse when I go. And I may or may not have overindulged in some of that clearance by the pound fabric on multiple occasions, but I refuse to say too much in fear of incriminating myself. So I'm just saying, if you can go, it will be fun. If you can't, make it a plan to, if you get to come to Blingfest next year, or if you just come to the Charlotte area. It's not very far from Charlotte. There's a state park not far from that particular warehouse if you're into that type of thing. Crowder's Mountain is a beautiful hike there if you like to hike. That's not far from that fabric warehouse. Food, somebody did ask about some good food places in Charlotte. I am the wrong person to ask about food places in Charlotte because I'm particular about certain things and how certain things taste and where I go and stuff like that. So I don't really do much in Charlotte anymore. So I'm not a good person to ask for that. So I'm sorry. But so now you're saying you need to purchase shelving for your fabric. No, I don't need to buy shelving because I unfortunately had to get rid of some fabric because it was just too much. But I do still have a couple of bins of satin that I may or may not use like I'm supposed to. Um, but I'm not a good person with the food. But the hotel I meant to grab, they have a list of food places not far, and I meant to grab the list, but I didn't. I need to get it. The warehouse handicap friendly. I want to say yes because they, huh? I know they have that ramp, but that ramp is very steep. Um, they have a ramp in the back, but it's very, very steep. But they also have, I don't think it's necessarily super handicap friendly. Your electric scooter might be able to. So can you get over certain thresholds? Like they have handicap parking, so it should be handicap friendly. I know that sounds real dumb to say without confirming. I'll see if I can't confirm. Even though unfortunately that means, well, I can call them. I don't have to go down there. But if it can get across certain thresholds, you might can get in there. You might can get in there. You're welcome, Elba. Thank you. That was a good question, Miss Joyce. But I hope so because it's a lot of walking. It is a big warehouse. It is a big warehouse. And keep in mind, you got to fly back. So that place where we ate at, do you remember the name? Was it Nana Morrison's, Miss Sharon Davenport? Was it Nana Morrison's? Um, yeah, it is a pretty park, Miss Evelyn. the Crowder's Mountain. It is gorgeous. I'm trying to think. So yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it. I think that's all the information. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But what I didn't forget was to send out y'all's emails. So Tuesday morning, you should have your Blingfest information email. Every single one of you should have it, because the only two people at this point in time that knows where the Blingfest is me and that one back there. So Tuesday, you all should know where it is. You will have your email. If you don't have your email when you wake up on Tuesday, check your spam folder. You should have an email from hello@thebabiesbooty.com, because all I did was copy and paste the email from your order. So unless you put your email in wrong on your order, which I doubt, because I'm sure you got an email confirmation of your order of your tickets, then that I got the checklist right here. And everybody's name is checked off right here in red. I made sure every single person's email was sent. So the only person I haven't sent out is the one that she was saying she wasn't able to come, and was possibly. So again, if you want to come to Blingfest, have a way to get to Blingfest. I know someone who is possibly selling her ticket, so you can email me and I'll get you her contact information. Yeah, where they had the great big old nice pork chops, and y'all didn't bring me one. Yeah, where they had the one. Hilarious. It didn't bring me one. Nana Morrison. That's funny. Buffet style soul food, and it probably was Nana Morrison. They got a new one now. Thank you. All right, you guys, let me get out of here because I'm gonna go lay down, get some rest, because I gotta hit the ground running in the morning. Finishing up templates, which I'm almost done. I'm lying. I'm not almost done. I got more templates to cut. Now that I sit here and think about it, I wasn't intentionally lying. I really wasn't. More templates to cut. Oh, I gotta post the design. I gotta email the design. That's why I need to get off. I gotta email this design to everybody that's coming to Blingfest. Then I'm gonna put the design on the website, because Patrice did such an amazing job with this design. I feel like she should be paid for it, and she don't want to put it on her website. I don't think, because she was like, "No, Evie, you can do it," and I love hearing her say that, and I can hear it right here. "No, Evie, you can put it on. You get." So I'm gonna put it on the website, and if y'all buy it, I'm gonna forward that money right on over to her, because she made it and she did a banged up job on. Let's show the shirt again. She did a banged up job on the shirt. So I gotta finish that. What else do I have to do? I got so much to do. I got T minus 4 days and counting. T minus 4 days and counting. So thank y'all for coming to hang out. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing all the folks that's coming to Charlotte. All right, y'all. I'm going to shoot y'all off with the Blingfest video, because why not? Y'all have a good night. Bye.
This is our first annual Blingfest 2023 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, with Eve and the Baby's Booty and all of the wonderful influences that we have.
Blingfest 2023 was a huge success. What is Blingfest, you ask? It's where passion meets sparkle, and our community of blingers comes together for a weekend of pure joy and fellowship.
It feels great to go from just learning and getting things together to actually progressing to building a community of people who love to do rhinestones as well, to, for ourselves personally, now even selling rhinestones and rhinestone supplies. So it's turned into actually a pretty big deal, and we're super excited about it.
Blingfest isn't just an event. It's a celebration of creativity, friendship, and the extraordinary world of rhinestones.
To go from this is not it, and then pushing that craft to the side, to embroidery, pushing that to the side. It's so many different things that she loves to do. This is her calling. This is her calling. And again, like you asked for, seeing that progression is amazing. Amazing.
Our Bling community is more than just enthusiasts. It's a family brought together by a shared love for adding that extra touch of glamour to every stitch.
I am from Florida, but I live in Augusta, Georgia. Okay, so I am here to support Miss Eve because she is a great content creator, great businesswoman, just here for support. And to bling all the things.
Blingfest is also an opportunity to learn and grow. Our workshops and demonstrations brings everyone together to share tips, tricks, and techniques to elevate the art of rhinestone embellishment. We believe in pushing the boundaries of creativity and ensuring that every blinger leaves with a piece that truly reflects their unique style.
And welcome to the Blingfest!
Make sure to follow us on all social media at The Baby's Booty. See you soon!